What's good, room service gang? We back out here. These Niners, we play Tom Brady on Sunday. All right, as y'all see, this guy over here. This is Zay. This is basically blood to me right here. But you see, he looked like one of your uncles at the cookouts that know a little bit of something about the Niners. So we finna tap in and see what my guy got to say. What's good
Come on
with you, Zay?
now. What's good with you, cousin? Big stick. So, showtime.
You feel me? It's always showtime. Always. But yeah, we gotta talk about these Bucs real quick. And you already know the main person you need to deal with is Tom Brady. But first, we get into him. Let's talk about Brock Purdy real quick. So, as everybody knows, my guy just stepped onto the scene. Nobody knew who he was. You ain't even know what college he went to, but you know a little something now. So, this past week, let's say, what you didn't see so far? Let me see what you got. Zay.
I think Purdy looked pretty good, to be honest. I just like his heart. I like the way he stepped up, and even though, like they said, he didn't know he was gonna play, but he prepared like he was. And anybody that prepares like they're gonna play, even though they on the bench, I can respect that. You feel me?
Okay.
I think even though people hating, people forget what happened when Kaepernick came in. He wasn't not the starter when we went to the Super Bowl. People forget that. Somebody got hurt and Kaepernick came in and he brought us to the Super Bowl. So why can't that happen now? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, there is some similarity with that situation in this one right now. Basically, the only real similarity is the fact that neither, like Brock Purdy, we heard about Cap, and he was drafted by our coach at the time, which was Harbaugh. So that was Harbaugh's guy.
But you didn't
He
know.
couldn't wait for the opportunity when Alex Smith got injured. And another thing, Jimmy is our backup. So Brock Purdy is really third string. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing they really have in common is that nobody knew about him. So nobody had a book out on Kaepernick. Nobody had a book out. Nobody has a book out on Brock Purdy.
That's a good thing too sometimes because they don't know how to play.
What happened to Cap though, Zay? What happened to Cap once people started to figure out his strengths and they had a book out on him? Was he the same?
Yeah, that's true too. But I mean,
it wasn't the same. So right now it looks good for Brock Purdy. But all I'm saying is I just want fools to be aware that eventually reality kicks in. Now he got the best team he could possibly think of, to have his back for him to be stepped into this situation. But let's not act like these defenses ain't about to get a little bit better. The Bucs defense ain't nothing to just like do, just to snarl about. It's not. When we get to the playoffs, we're going to have more issues. There's still the Eagles. The Cowboys are still going to be something to mess with still. And then, we still got to play one of the AFC teams. And we already know that the Chiefs are a kryptonite, bro. Like Patrick Mahomes, we just can't stop him for some reason. He just does whatever he wants. But it's more than that. It's their coach, bro. Andy Reid is a genius. Who has ever used Nick Bosa against themselves, bro? He used Nick Bosa against us.
How does the Bengals figure?
What? Like, what'd you say?
How do the Bengals figure him out though? Because for some,
that's what we need to talk to.
They
asked. That's what we need to talk to. Joe Burrow got it out. He got it figured out.
I don't get it because we don't have the answer. But for some reason, even if they lose to every team, they beat Patrick Mahomes for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
know. Well, or maybe he just has Jimmy's number.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You got
How you feel about Jimmy G though with this possible return, or this he's out for the year, but he's not going on IR? How you feel about that?
To be honest, who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, come on now. It doesn't matter. Like Jimmy getting hurt, of course, like he was looking cool. But real Niner fans, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, we don't think he could get it done. Let's be honest. When it comes down to that last play, to make that play, we don't believe in him. Let's be honest. And
that's all I'd really be saying is that I don't care about regular season Jimmy. He does what he always does. Like he looks good during the season. You know what I'm saying? It's when things get compressed, bro. It's when he has to make a play. Now I get it. Kyle Shanahan be off the rails sometimes and put my guy in messed up situations. And one thing I will agree with is just if you ain't making your quarterback pass the ball for weeks, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I need you to do it right now." That's tough because anybody coming off doing anything cold, that's tough. So now I want you to throw the deep ball and hit Emmanuel Sanders. That's tough to do. But was he wide open? Yes, he was. And Jimmy still should have hit it because you're in the Super Bowl at this point, my guy. Like, there's nothing else left to be out. Like, all your dreams that you've dreamed of, everything as a kid, all of it, the countdowns, the last second throws, everything that you may have ever thought of. This is the moment.
That's my whole
I think
point.
that was the moment Kyle Shanahan was like, yeah, I'm
what
good.
makes Tom Brady really the GOAT? Like, what makes Tom Brady the GOAT is because in clutch moments, they ain't won the Super Bowl by many points. Maybe most of the Super Bowls he won been by like 3 points, right? By a field goal, right? But he gets them there. And it ain't like we asking you to give us the world. Our running game, give us that. But when it's time to make a play, we need you to make that play. And I don't believe in him. I don't believe in porn star Jimmy. I believe he got game. He probably can get some hoes, but other than that,
well, we know he can do that because the first his name is porn star Jimmy. They always talk about his jawline and he handsome and all everything. Whatever. All I care about is, are you going to be able to deliver in the playoffs when it matters?
Think about it.
When it matters. I want to know that.
If you watch
so far, what I've seen, I just ain't seen it yet. So is he having a great year? Yeah. I just honestly feel like he's having this great of a year so he can be the backup quarterback somewhere else. Or maybe he might even land him a starting quarterback gig somewhere because there's a couple spots out there where Jimmy is a better quarterback than some of those places. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jets right now. Peace. You can go over there. Robert Saleh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was our defensive coordinator. Y'all got chemistry. I'm just saying.
That makes sense.
I'm just saying. Honestly, what I feel like Brock Purdy is doing right now is just having a trial run to be the backup quarterback. So it's easier for us to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. If we can move on from him easy, because we have Brock who can basically do everything Jimmy can do, but just like more mobile. But I'm not really comparing them because it ain't much to compare them off of. Just small sample size, what I've seen right now. It seems as if
you took the
Brock can make those quick, easy throws because the Dolphins brought pressure. They brought plenty of pressure on that. He took some hits that day, but he wasn't fazed. My guy was poised in the pocket. He never looked scared. Jimmy looked nervous in certain moments. He gets all jittery, and I'll be like, oh my. Oh, save us all.
Say though, without you took words out of my mouth though. If you think about it and you watch, I know you're a study of the game, and you know you're a baller. So if you think about it, if you watch Jimmy G and you watch Purdy, if you watch them both games, I mean, we only got one game out of Purdy. I mean, say less, but if you watch both of their games, what looks different? Tell me what's so different.
To me, it's poise in the pocket. Like, he's out there gunning it. He's taking chances. He's trying to go for tight windows. He just don't look scared.
But I'm saying,
Jimmy sometimes gets
I'm saying, when you watch them both throw the ball, what looks so different?
Nothing. I mean, he looked like a little version of Jimmy G.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. They look pretty much the same, bro. And the reason why,
except for I just think Brock is more of a dog. I don't know.
But Kyle Shanahan drafted him obviously because why? He must have looked somewhat like the quarterback we had, Jimmy G, and he put him behind. Hopefully, we get Trey back. To be honest.
Now, see, let's talk about that before we get up out of here. Let's talk about that. So, my thing is like, they're like, oh, what's a way outside chance of Jimmy Garoppolo coming back? It's like they just forgot about Trey. Like, hello, Jimmy just got injured. Trey's walking right now and like working out and stuff. So how could Jimmy come back sooner than him when he's doing that right now?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that point. That is a good point.
I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, man,
But
where's the extra love? It's like he's our starting quarterback, bro. Like I've never seen anybody catch so much hate like he catches when he can literally make all the same throws that any of them can do and more. His arm is way stronger than theirs. Probably both of them together. He can throw deep passes. Danny Gray, has anybody heard about him at all?
right,
We drafted him.
right.
We drafted him. He don't play. This man did a backflip at the end of the game. Why you got energy to do a backflip? I don't get the ball because nobody can throw past 20 yards. Brock Purdy will try, though. He will try. And I'm okay with that.
He dinking and dunking too, though. That was all dinking and dunking.
He has to dink and dunk. If you can't dink and dunk in this offense, then we're not going to be successful. Because that's how Kyle Shanahan runs it. Like, I know he doesn't have a quarterback that can do more yet, but I mean, he has to call the plays with what he's given. Jimmy doesn't throw outside the numbers often. He doesn't throw deep often. So he has to be super accurate over the middle and good on screen plays and handing the ball off. Brock Purdy can do that all day.
Definitely.
I don't think we're gonna ask too much of him, but he did almost throw 40 times though, bro. Like he threw a lot of passes. He threw a lot of passes that game.
What's the yards per attempt though?
It's low. It's like
somewhere
between like 6 and 8, maybe. It's nothing like super high. But did you really expect Brock Purdy's yards per attempt to be high though? He just came in. He ain't never had no reps with the starters. He ain't get hardly nothing in OTAs and training camp. Do you know what he does after each practice? This man, after Jimmy G is done, Brock Purdy goes back out there with another coach and goes over everything Jimmy just did, going over all the throws, actually doing them without the ball.
That's crazy.
You telling me this man that's going to start on Sunday been basically pantomiming Jimmy G with no ball?
But that's why
he's ready, bro. He's as ready as he possibly can be.
That's why the Niners love him. The Niners love him because, like I said, anybody that prepares to play, even though they think they never gonna get in, your third string, he don't expect to play, but he prepares like he gonna start. Anybody like that, like I said, I could respect anybody like that prepares to start at third string. If you a ball,
man.
So you never had to deal with that. But just think,
hey man, all I can say is anybody that's smart, if Jimmy G's ahead of you and you on deck, you might want to be ready. Because if you want to talk about injury prone, that's Jimmy Garoppolo. James Richard Garoppolo is injury prone. That's him. We've had more seasons with him injured for the season than we have him with healthy seasons. That's a huge reason Trey Lance is here. I just need people to stop forgetting that. We didn't just draft Trey Lance just because. It's because Jimmy doesn't stay healthy.
We haven't got to see Trey Lance.
And we can't trust him where it matters. So we got to take a chance and go with something different.
Let me ask you this, though, because we haven't got to see Trey Lance like that. But let me ask you this question. Do you think we missed on Justin Fields?
I do feel like we did miss on Justin Fields somewhat. Now, I can't 100% go all the way into it because I still need to see what Trey can do.
Right.
But as of right now, of course, Justin Fields out here, he's doing good with nothing, bro. His team is so bad. His team is trash. He's literally everything to them. If they get any kind of big plays, either he did it himself or he created it. If the Niners had just a half of that, just a half, bro, we'd be going wild.
I thought we was going to
hey, somewhat. I don't think nobody in none of the faithful will be mad if Justin Fields was our quarterback from the beginning. No one, except for Mac Jones fans.
No, the only thing is, like you said, we gotta see what Trey Lance can do. Now, if Trey Lance comes in and stinks it up, then all of us is gonna go back and be like, man, we should have got him. But I don't think Kyle Shanahan. I think Kyle Shanahan did his research. I think they studied enough for them to know what they're doing. I just hope it just worked out because I don't see, like, our defense is good.
Great. Elite.
Our defense is very good. Our offense is very good. The only thing, like you said, we missing is that quarterback that we know can make that deep throw. And Trey Lance.
Is our offense really that good? Or is it the potential to be that good?
The only thing I would say our offense is really missing now that we got McCaffrey, the only thing I would say is like, of course I love Debo and I love Brandon Ayuk and all them. I love our receivers, but I feel like that's the one thing we missing is like a real number one receiver and a real number one corner that's shut down that we know. Okay, we could throw it. We could throw the fade to him. He gonna get it. Or we know the best receiver. We know he gonna lock him up. We'll worry about the other side. That's the only thing I think we're missing. Everything else, I think we got on lock.
All right. Well, I mean,
what would you say? I think the only thing we missing, we don't have like, when you say main receiver, like a D Hopkins or somebody that we know every Sunday.
You talking about like AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, like something like that.
Diggs, Stephon Diggs, them. We know every week they're gonna get a touchdown.
Right, but I don't think we need another receiver. We need offensive line. We need a right tackle, bruh. That's what we need. McGlinchey
the best left tackle,
bruh.
You can't get. We got the best left tackle in the game. I mean,
yeah, but that's one side. If anybody got a brain, just go to the other side. McGlinchey. If you look, I want you to pay attention to the right guard. I mean, the right tackle. Pay attention to Mike McGlinchey, bruh, please, because every time. At the end of the play, he like this. He don't know what happened. I'm like, what? How long you been doing it? The GOAT tackle is right there. He's right over there. How about you just go talk to this man, learn whatever he do.
Go learn something.
Do the opposite, like the mirror, left side, right side. I get that it's different on sides, but
it's just like when you got to shoot.
It's clear that's what we're going to have to attack in the offseason or whatever, but yeah, but receiver, I think we solid at receiver. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's basically a receiver, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He's honestly better there.
You see how we put a lot.
Yeah, and you can't. It ain't no linebacker or nothing like that's gonna be able to keep up with McCaffrey. Like for real, that's why he always open.
Yeah.
If we have any receiver that's close to what you talking about, me personally, I still feel like this Brandon Ayuk because he the one that go up and get passes. He the ones that route food. That's why he always open. He's had a few drops this year that should have never happened. But like I said, anybody that's close to that, I feel like it's him. Debo's a different type of player. He's one of one. Like nobody runs the way that he runs. He's just an amazing playmaker, but he's hard to bring down. He don't run from nobody. He don't run out of bounds. He attack you. Whoever taught this man how to run at people playing football, we need to give kudos to that person because he runs different. And to me, he sets the tone for the rest of our offense as far as being tough. Like Ayuk's tough probably because he kicking it with Debo. You know what I'm saying? Use check and all them. Like, bro, all them fools, they just all dogs. And that's why I love our team.
I'm taking Debo over Brandon Ayuk. The only reason why I take Debo over Brandon is because Debo play running back and receiver. They line him up.
But how's his
reverse it?
But we're talking about wide receiver though.
He could throw the ball, catch the ball, and run the ball.
You said Debo can throw
the ball, catch the ball, and run the ball. He done did it all.
Just because he threw a pass don't mean he can throw a pass, if you get what I'm saying.
Quarterback.
That ball didn't look pretty. It was just wide open because it was a trick play.
He got it done.
You could have made that pass, eh?
I could throw the ball, though. Don't do me like that.
You know what? We got to come on here with some clips and you throwing the ball just so we can compare it and to see who we should have at quarterback. Zay or Jimmy or Brock or
this
Solo. Who knows?
I don't know. Ask Dub. I know how to throw a fade.
Dub said you talking nonsense. He also called Trey Lance fragile. Matter of fact, I gotta go to some of these right here because I got some people over here talking some mess, man. They talking about Trey. They say they believe in porn star Jimmy. Dub calling Trey, handle with care Trey, fragile tape Lance. Wow. That's just next level right there, man. This man, They talking major head about Trey. But yeah, let's end this off this last part with just Tom. We know we got to deal with our
Right.
defense gonna have to play for a full 48 minutes. Like they gonna have, I mean 60. They gonna have to go full
You
everything,
that
bro.
scared of their
I'm over
offense?
here thinking about who. Yeah, they gonna have to go full throttle, not let up, because we know, just like what happened with Baker, Tom Brady just did it the week before. 16-3, losing in the fourth, few minutes left. I'm gonna come back. That's literally Tom Brady, bro. That's his name. Super Bowls, regular season, it don't matter, bro. If you got Brady, you are in the game. And Brady wants to be a Niner. He been wanting to be a Niner so bad. So bad.
He
But
wanna
now he
come home.
kind of like hates us. I don't think so.
He
I
wanna
think right now, if we was like, if I think right now, Tom Brady would be like, yeah, I'm gonna come give it one last time.
for sure. He wanna come home.
Yeah. I believe he does. I think he do it. What would you say? Let's say let's say they finally made an offer to Brady. Trey Lance comes back healthy. Does he sit for another year behind Brady?
You can't do
What
it
you
at
do?
this point. Once they decided to draft Trey Lance, you kind of got to take the hits where they go. You can't do that. You
I
cannot.
agree. I
No,
agree with you.
if that's the case, because Aaron Rodgers, look at his situation. It's the same thing with him. Him and Brady both wanted to be a Niner. Let's be honest.
Oh, we know. We shouldn't have had Alex Smith.
Of course,
Nah.
that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I did, bruh. To this day, that was to me like one of the dumbest drafts,
But my thing
like
is too, though, how do
selections
we know
that
if
I've
everybody
ever seen from
that
us.
same person if he didn't sit behind Brett Favre? We don't know if we would have got him and we threw him in the fire, he would have been that good. We don't know that. So you got to think of both sides too. You get what I'm saying? He got to sit behind one of the greatest two and learn and study, and then he got in. So we don't know if we would have just threw him, because look how Alex Smith looked good towards the end of his career.
Yeah, he did, and then Patrick Mahomes came.
Right.
What do you do? You know.
What was a limit to
No,
Alex Smith?
but the thing with Aaron Rodgers, though, bruh, the thing with Aaron Rodgers, him and Brett Favre didn't get along.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't know how much he was really learning.
yeah, of course that. But just because I don't get along with you, don't mean I ain't gonna learn from you and pay attention. It's just like I would be stupid. I might not get along with you, but if I see you in the gym shooting shots, and
Right.
play basketball too, I
And I
might
can't shoot.
pay.
I need to pay attention. Right.
I might want to pay
At the
attention.
end of the day, he's still a Hall of Famer. That was, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna give Brett Favre too much love on my show. I'm really not, because
Nah, not after he said.
there's a lot of answers
Yeah,
that need to be answered. I got some questions about
yeah,
some
yeah,
things this man been doing
yeah,
that nobody talking about, but it's cool. I'm not
yeah,
gonna give him. That's it. I'm done with him for that. I'm
yeah.
done.
Out of
We
pocket.
good. We gonna move on past that. It's over with anyway. All we got to know is our defense got to show up, which they have been. I personally think we're gonna win the game. I do. That man right there, Fred Warner, gonna be doing this thing. I think Nick Bosa finna get in there and get. I know that he questionable for the game.
And
He playing, bro.
Us that
He
safety.
playing, bro.
Us that
Huh?
safety. Don't forget about Us that
Are,
safety.
are you talking about Huff?
Woo!
Yeah.
Tuafalonga. Did I say it right?
Fanga.
Did I say it right? My baby mama Samoan.
Talanoa Funga, bro. That's his name. Big Huff. You know what I'm saying?
He been going
Nah,
crazy.
but yeah, he out there going crazy with the jersey you got on, Fred Warner. He going crazy.
My
He
dude,
going crazy too.
my
That
homeboy,
man is
my home.
literally like a missile out there. He going crazy, and I
So I'm
love
gonna
it.
go get this Fred Warner jersey signed.
You should. You need to get a Bosa jersey and get that signed too, because that man is
Oh,
coming.
he's
For
crazy.
sure, bro. Tom
What do
Brady cannot move. He
What do you
can't
got?
move.
16 and a half sacks this so far?
He have 14 and a half right now, but he in first place because he had 3 last week.
That's
So he going this week, bro. Tom, hey, I don't wish injury on nobody, but Tom Brady might want to watch out, because we have taken quarterbacks out. We have destroyed franchises seasons along the way this year.
Bosa's just for
Look what happened with the Panthers. We just destroyed their whole. They've fired their coach. We took their best player. Baker Mayfield then left and went to, like, bro, we just totally ripped them over after we beat them.
Our defense ain't let nobody score in the fourth quarter in how many games?
Right, bro. And like I'm just saying, Tom Brady might want to be He might want to watch out. And I know I'm saying that because it's Tom Brady and this man is the GOAT.
Hey,
but I do have that much confidence in our defense. It's what it is.
But DeMarco go crazy. I love our defense, our DC.
Oh yeah, D'Amico Ryan.
Dior,
he gonna
he go crazy.
All we got. We only got these last games with him, bruh. There's no way he gonna be on our team this year. No way.
No way. They like somebody gonna
that's another show. I was gonna talk about Jimmy. That's a whole nother show. All right, room service gang. We out of here. I had to let y'all meet Zay real quick. Like I said, that's like blood. One last thing real quick. Oh, 2K. Yeah, I'm definitely finna hop on that. And my other boy Sal, he said Jimmy and Trey going for Brady to train BCB. Okay. Y'all know who BCB is. Big Cock Brock. You feel me? Yeah, I said it. Let's go, Brock. We out here.
All right, big cousin. Love you. Room service. Big stick. So until next time. Yeet it.
All right.